all the love in the world sent to you guys. I want to speak about letting go and trusting the universe. I really want to speak about finding that state of freedom where you can actually begin to express yourself, where you can begin to really be in tune with the moment, and really where you can begin to actually be free. Now, if you are new to my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment. And if you want to be part of my spiritual podcast called Consciously Awakening, feel free to send me a message. And if you wish to work with me personally, feel free to send me a private message as well. Now, I want to speak about letting go and really finding the freedom within, finding the consciousness that fits us best, and really stepping into that heart space where we can actually begin to express ourselves. Now, what I'm coming to realize is the fact that the universe is actually working in our favor. There is no lack in the universe, and there is only abundance in the universe. And if we really want to begin to let go, we have to really attune to that consciousness of the universe. We have to attune to that consciousness of the higher self. And really we have to begin to step into the heart space and begin to express ourselves. Okay, so the first thing to realize if you want to let go and trust the universe is you gotta learn to express your heart out there. Okay, if you express your intuition and if you express what you feel, you realize that you will get actually everything in return, because there is the law of cause and effect. What we express out there will be expressed back into us. Okay, so the first thing to realize is you've got to express yourself, express your passion, express your skills, express your talents, and realize that everything that is happening for you. If you really want to trust, you got to realize that everything that is happening is actually happening for you. Okay, I believe that everything that is happening in our life is happening with a higher purpose. And that purpose is for us to really attune to the consciousness of the higher self, attune to the consciousness of the higher intelligence, and get to actually make the most of it. Now, what I'm realizing in letting go is the fact that I gotta give up on the things that are no longer serving me. So in a way, we gotta actually be smart about the circumstances that we have in our lives. We gotta be smart about the certain situations that we have in our lives. And we gotta begin to actually let go of the things that are no longer serving us. It may be a state of consciousness, it may be an addiction, it may be a habit, it may be something that you really want to let go of, okay? So when you begin to really let go of the things that are no longer serving you, you begin to make space for the things that are actually serving you. It may be about creativity, it may be about a higher state of consciousness, it may be about a relationship, it may be about you doing something that you haven't done before, okay? So it's about really getting to reset ourselves. It's about getting to reset our consciousness in the present moment and getting to actually express that beautiful vision out there. Now, what I'm coming to realize is the fact that if I want to let go, I have to be focused. If I want to let go, I have to really place my attention and my consciousness in the present moment. When I'm operating from the present moment, I realize that nothing can touch me. I realize that my energy is unstoppable. I realize that my consciousness is unstoppable. I realize that I can begin to love myself unconditionally. So what I want you guys to realize is the fact that if you love yourself unconditionally, you get to actually trust the universe, because I believe that love is about trust and trust is about love. So it's complementary. When you love, you also trust. So what I'm realizing is the fact that there are two energies. There are always two energies. One is love and one is fear. You gotta choose love, okay? If you want to trust the universe and if you want to begin to let go, you gotta choose love, okay? I'm making the sign of okay right now. You gotta choose love. You gotta choose love, because love is the highest vibrational energy in the universe. Love is about higher consciousness. Love is about integration. Love is about creativity. Love is about forgiving, okay? So when you realize that you gotta love yourself unconditionally, you also realize that you have to love your flaws. And this is also about a tool for letting go. Because when you love your flaws, you realize that you are not perfect. And I'm realizing that even this video is not perfect, but I'm still doing it. I'm still expressing myself in it. I'm still finding my way through it. So I realized that I gotta love my imperfections. I gotta love my imperfections, and I gotta laugh at my imperfections, because I realized that if I want to let go, I don't have to take that life so seriously. I don't have to take life this seriously, and I have to really begin to find my own way of expressing myself, find my own way of going through life, find my own way of letting go and stepping into higher consciousness. Now, what I'm realizing is the fact that if I want to really let go and trust the universe, I gotta attune myself to my own way of expressing myself. I gotta attune myself to my own way of being highly conscious. Okay, so when you are conscious, you realize that everything is working in your favor. Because this is how the universe works actually. When one door closes, there are 5 more opening. So when one door closes, there are 5 more doors opening. So it's about really finding that state of trusting, you know, trusting life, trusting the universe, trusting your ability to create the life that you desire. You know, so when you let go, you realize that there is always creation. We are creative beings, okay? We are co-creating with the universe. We are co-creating with higher intelligence. So I realized that yes, sometimes we get caught up in moments where it feels like we cannot trust life. We get caught up in moments where it feels like we are being taken down by life. But when we changed our attitude, when we change our consciousness, when we change our belief system, we realize that everything is actually working in our favor. Okay, this is how the universe works. When you find a state of vibrational alignment, which is nothing more than being connected to your heart space, you find the way in which you can actually trust life, you know? So it's also about finding vibrational alignment and getting to actually connect to your spirit, getting to actually ascend your consciousness into a higher state, and getting to be your best version in the process. Okay guys, so yes, if you want to trust the universe, you gotta trust yourself. You know, you gotta really open your heart to that courageous state of consciousness. You gotta laugh more, you gotta be more connected to your own true self, and you gotta accept your imperfections, you know, because it's not always about being perfect. If you want to let go, you gotta realize that it's not always about being perfect. It's not always about being perfect. So yes, I'm not perfect, and I love this. I love the fact that I'm not perfect, because I'm perfect in my imperfections. And trust me guys, I have made a lot of mistakes. I have been through a lot of failure. I have been even through fights and struggles. I have been through moments where I felt like I couldn't take it anymore. But what happened was the fact that I had in the back of my consciousness trust. You know, I had trust. And I also realized that we are actually alchemists. We are alchemists. And when we really see the fact that we can actually alchemize every circumstance in our lives, we realize that, wow, the secret is within. The secret is within, and there is so much power in our own consciousness that we can actually begin to create anything that we desire. We can begin to manifest anything that we desire instantly with a higher state of consciousness. So yes, these are my tools for letting go and trusting the universe. You know, you gotta let go, and letting go really means giving up on the things that are not serving you, and really getting to reset your consciousness in the present moment, and getting to actually make the most of life, getting to connect to that higher self of yours, getting to connect to that true abundant state of consciousness, and get to express your vision out there. I also realized that it's about simplicity and keeping it in a way that you are being humble and really recognizing where your mistake is, recognizing where your limiting pattern is, recognizing what is blocking you, and getting to actually go beyond it. Okay, and yes, right now I'm feeling really good, and I'm finding myself in a state of consciousness that of course is not perfect, but it is what it needs to be in order for me to actually learn something out of it. If you want to trust the universe, you gotta realize that everything that is happening in your life is happening for you, and you get to have the consciousness necessary to actually make the most of it, Okay, so guys, yes, if you want to trust and let go, you gotta really begin to look within yourself and find the answer there. Okay, you gotta learn to play your own game, you gotta learn to express your own unique vision, and you gotta make the most of your talents. You gotta make the most of your gifts, because I believe that we all come with gifts on the planet. We all come with talents. We all come with a consciousness that will have the potential to actually help the world expand. So my suggestion is try as much as possible to express yourself. Try as much as possible to really be your own unique version. Try as much as possible to open your heart to the infinite possibilities that we have in this amazing consciousness, that we have in this amazing life. When you open your mind and when you open your heart, you realize that you are actually unstoppable. And trust me, you are unstoppable. When you realize the power that you have within yourself, you will begin to trust the universe. You will begin to trust life. You will begin to trust yourself unconditionally. So yes, again, realize that you're not perfect. And when you accept yourself unconditionally, you make the most beautiful things even out of your imperfections. Okay? So yes, this is today's video about letting go and trusting the universe. Accept yourself unconditionally and see what happens. This is actually the most powerful tool that you could use if you want to trust, is accept yourself unconditionally. Realize that everything that is happening for you. Don't take things so seriously. Open your consciousness, open your mind, open your awareness, and really begin to use your talents and gifts. Because by the law of attraction, what we express out there will be expressed back into us, okay? So we attract with our state of consciousness. We attract with our inner state. It's not about chasing stuff, it's about attracting stuff. The more you open your energies and the more highly conscious you become, is the more magnetic you become, is the more sexy you become, you know? So it's about really looking deep within and finding the answer there. Get to express what you find out in there, and you will realize that there is magic in the universe. Guys, thanks for watching. This was today's perspective about letting go and trusting the universe. Realize that this is so important to realize that everything that is happening for you. Everything that you are experiencing is happening for you. And when you get to actually raise your consciousness to this level, you will become untouchable. You will become perfect in your imperfection. You will become creative. You will become loving. You will become forgiving. You will become higher conscious. Guys, I love you so much. Much peace and namaste to you guys. If you are new to my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment. And again, if you want to be part of my spiritual podcast called Consciously Awakening, feel free to send me a private message. And if you wish to work with me and get to know yourself in a more spiritual way, feel free to send me a message or leave a comment. Guys, I love you so much. This was today's message about finding the secret within and getting to actually let go and trust the universe. Namaste, and see you on what is coming up next. I love you.